All right, guys, welcome to a live version of the MMA Fight Game Podcast. We're here with coleyoung, who is on a massive card tomorrow night at the UFC Apex powerslap 3. He is the number 4 ranked welterweight powerslap athlete in the world, as well as he's competing against the number 2 powerslap athlete in the world under Manny Munoz. He is fresh off the weigh-ins. He made weight. Cole, thanks for coming by. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Good, absolutely. How was the weight cut?
Easy peasy. 10 pounds. I'm back to my weight. Got some food in me, and I'm ready to eat.
Absolutely. How was the using the UFC PI for the weight cutting versus doing stuff at home, maybe in a hotel? What was the difference there?
I didn't utilize everything they had there just because of I don't want to get in the water. You soak up the water if I get in like the ice bath or the hot tub. I use the sauna. I use the treadmill. Sorry, and sweated it out a little bit, and I was on weight. So.
And we're also here with his head coach, Hosscoates of viciouselite. Hoss, if anything he forgets, jump in and show your pretty face. All right. What are your expectations for tomorrow night? You won the coin toss with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. You're striking first. What are your expectations?
My expectations are to knock him out the first strike, and if not, just follow the game plan. Take the hit afterwards, and hopefully put him down on the second one.
Absolutely. Now, you had mentioned to me when we were just talking that you had your opponent, when he is ready to absorb strike, he kind of leans into it. Are you expecting him to do that with you as well?
I'm ready for it. My windup is for him to do that, and if he doesn't do it, I'll still land perfectly. So hopefully he doesn't do that again. It shouldn't be called a flinch, and I'm ready for whatever he has.
Now, when you guys are in your pre-fight meeting with the referees and stuff, are you able to tell the referee to kind of look for that as a flinch, as a foul?
Yeah, you can, like, right before he's about to take a hit, or if he's about to strike, you can be like, hey, watch his foot, or, watch, and they will watch it a little bit closer. They just informed us that they have one ref looking at the feet, one ref looking at the head, so it's under very close eyes.
And so you have competed on a prelim bout on powerslap 1, or is it just a prelim that you came out for to become an athlete with powerslap?
So my first fight was just like a tryout.
Okay.
And then the second one I was on the live event. And this will be my second live event for powerslap.
So that was powerslap 2.
Powerslap 2 was my first live event, yes.
Okay. And then powerslap 3, which is a massive, there's a lot of...
This is a big one. There's a lot of celebrities there, there's a lot of eyes, a lot of sponsors, and in my opinion, it's the best card yet.
And why is it the best card yet?
Because you're starting to see who's good and who's not, and the guys that are good are facing each other this time.
And now looking at weigh-ins, obviously I'm a CrossFit coach in the real world as well as doing this. Looking at your 2 weigh-in pictures between you and Manny, one looked like the athlete, one looked in shape, one did not. What goes on with that?
Pretty much boils down to he didn't work as hard as I did. And that doesn't say much because I work harder than most of these fighters in here.
And then after a win on Saturday night, what are your goals? What are your expectations? What are you expecting to happen?
After my win, like as for my next fight coming up, title shot, 100% title shot. And if not, I'll get a number 1 contender fight with a number 1 guy, Waylon Frost, if he doesn't get it. But I see me going straight for Chris Thomas.
And Chris Thomas, when is he? He's currently on suspension for some paperwork issues that I heard the Nevada State Athletic Commission had suspended him for. Is he off suspension soon?
Yeah, he gets off September 6th, so that's going to be right around the next event.
Okay. And how's my main man, Cal, doing?
Cal's awesome. He actually, for the first time I ever seen, he waved. He waved to me for the first time today, so I feel great. I can't wait to go back home and see him.
Absolutely, and that's the reason you're just coming doing this. and then going back home with him, right?
Yeah, first thing.
Awesome. And then talk to me, you just had your own merch line come out, right?
Yep.
So talk to me about that merch line. Where can people go to support you, but more importantly, support everything you're doing for Cal?
So the link would be, it's on Forever 6 Apparel. You can go there and find all the merch. You can order it right online. You can find merch for my business, my taxidermy business, First Taxidermy. If you can go on my Facebook page and find the links. I have them on there, and on my Instagram. That's the easiest way to find them.
And I'll also tag stuff so you guys can all support Cole as well. Is there anybody that you want to thank for getting you to this journey? Any sponsors, family, friends? Want to say anything to your wife, your son, your training teammates and things?
I want to say thank you to you. You've got a lot of eyes on you, and I thank you for putting me out there. It's helped a lot. Thank my coach. He's showing me everything I know. Keeps my head on straight. And thanks to my family, Alyssa, for taking care of the baby. While I'm gone, I don't have to worry about him because he's in good hands. And all my supporters. You guys keep me fueled.
And so tomorrow night after the bout, you take a strike. Are you going to take that 60-second rest that your coach wants you to have?
For sure. So I'm going to take as much time as I can.
And I know some people out there don't like when I put athletes on the spot. So UFC 290 is at the T-Mobile Arena Saturday night. There are some big bouts on that card. I'm going to ask you, who do you got? So in the main event, you have Alex Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. Who do you have in that bout?
Volk.
Okay. And in the co-main event, you have Brandon Moreno versus Pantoja. Who you have in that bout?
I have no idea who either of those guys are.
That's a fair and honest statement. I can tell you that.
Moreno.
You can ask him those questions. I'm not good with it.
So here's the deal. Pantoja's beat Moreno twice now.
I know, but listen, that happened with Alex Pereira and Izzy too, so.
And Izzy's in town. You know if Izzy's going to be in town for your fight?
I know there's going to be a lot of fighters there. A lot of fighters in that arena when I go slap, so.
Ask him about Forrest Griffin.
Oh, Forrest Griffin.
Okay, yeah, talk to me about
So
Forrest, an OG.
Yeah, we were in the locker room at the UFC PI, Physical Institute, and I was walking by Forrest in my underwear, and I said, hey, you going to be catching us Friday? And he says, I won't be catching you. I'll be catching your opponent. And then who was standing right next to me was my opponent.
Like walking right by him at the same time.
And what happened there? Was that like an awkward moment?
No, he's like, I'm just saying stuff, It is what it is. It wasn't anything personal.
All right, guys, that wraps it up with Cole Young, who is competing tomorrow night at the UFC Apex live on Rumble at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time.
Yes.
Cool. Cole, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. It's a wrap, boy.